An exciting first map where HellRaisers will take it away from FaZe Clan 16-10, but can they repeat, or is it just a one-trick pony? We're going to be heading to Cash for our second map of this series, and this is one that we would assume FaZe Clan should take, but again, we had the same assumption for Inferno, and look where that went.
Everyone seemed to. Yeah, I've sort of lost for words on that one. FaZe Clan just didn't play up to the standards that we expect for them. Didn't expect that from that roster as well. Those players, they're better than that. They should have done better. Obviously, HellRaisers, more practice, more polished, and better off on Inferno.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw on Twitter, Johnson, the coach of HellRaisers, tweeted about how they were practicing, a lot for that specific match, and they've been preparing well. So actually, it's nice to see. And obviously, their practice has shown off well on the first map. But again, we've already talked about it. We moved to Cash. This is a map that HellRaisers do not like to play. They're 4-13 on this map off of recent performance. And FaZe, while it's obviously statistically one of their worst maps, again, it's
not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad by any means. They should be able to take it, but I mean, we said that for Inferno. So again, it's all up in the air already after that first map. And if HellRaisers are prepared enough for Inferno, they surely have done the same amount of work for Cash. So moving forward, there's again a great potential for them to 2-0 this series.
Well, Inferno obviously being one of those highly reliant maps on utility, on the smokes, on those nades, potentially able to set up a little bit more, even if you're not as mechanically as good as the other players, which I'm not saying HellRaisers aren't, but it's arguable.
I'd say they are.
Mechanically worse.
Yeah, of course. Right? Can you even make that argument? They perform very well, and you can't take that away.
No, fair enough.
But at least on an individual level, you'd look at FaZe and you'd say that overall they have more firepower.
Yeah, okay. I think that's fair. But yeah, continuing on the point, it's that HellRaisers can have that ability to give themselves the buffer with that utility, with everything else that they can sort of do outside of just the pure gun-on-gun action. And again, the odds...
No one believes in HellRaisers.
Apparently, I was talking to production in the break, and apparently at one point it was up to 5 in for HellRaisers. So, I mean...
Money, money, money.
Yep, certainly is. But moving on to Cash, maybe not quite so reliant on the utility. Still quite a lot you can do with it, but it's very set plays and very sort of well known and well trod.
It's a far more aim-based map. It's a comparative to Dust 2. I feel like I kind of center Mirage, Cash, and Dust 2 all in the same pool, where they're more puggy, more aim-based maps. Obviously, you can get fairly deep with them, but yeah, again, this should be somewhere where FaZe should be kicking HellRaisers while they're down, although they're definitely not down after that previous win. And yeah, as you saw, 1.22 on FaZe, 4.0 on HellRaisers. So I'd say, despite HellRaisers' performance in the previous map, I still feel like FaZe should have better odds, but to have 4.0 on HellRaisers after they've already proven that they have the ability to take a map off of FaZe is very dangerous from Betway. I'm looking at those guys over there, questioning it, maybe. Yeah. And yeah, there's a great chance for these guys to upset. Obviously, in the previous map, we had Woxic going off. We even had Angel going off. I think he ended in 25+ kills or something ridiculous at the end of that map. And that's not usually the guy you expect to stand out for the team. You look to Woxic, you look to Issa, and to some extent, you sometimes go towards Devbox if he's having a good game as well. So yeah, it's a surprise to see Angel at the top of the board or near the top of the board for the team. But regardless, a great performance across the board.
Well, they're just going to have to try and put it back into Cash. It's, again, like FaZe, I can't say this enough, they just didn't perform. They just didn't bring it, and they didn't show up. It's kind of disappointing in a way, because FaZe, obviously being in that 4th spot in the EPL at the moment, that's going to drop them down a little bit. Obviously, they were expecting to win this one. We were expecting them to win this one. So that they were just looking to bolster their stats and move up to sort of the ratios that you're looking at with Fnatic and on North as well. But it just didn't seem to go that way. Speaking of the standings. Yeah,
and this is the kind of matchup as well that you expected FaZe to win, and HellRaisers kind of can brush under the carpet and go, oh, we're not meant to win this one, it doesn't matter, we'll fight back next time. But this win for them, even one map, even if they don't take the second, it's massively important in boosting them up right now, because you can see they're in 11th place, not having the best of scorelines right now. So to see them actually take away a map and have the potential to take away 2, this could boost them.
They will be moving up at least 1 spot. I believe 2 as well, because of course the map hasn't been updated on this table.
Yeah.
So HellRaisers will be sat in that 9th spot at the moment after that boost in score. Obviously, actually, I don't think it's updated for the first stream either, is it? So that may shift
on the other games as well.
So yeah, it does depend on the other games. So yeah, it's not updated for any of today's matches. So bear that in mind. HellRaisers obviously looking to move up the table there, but FaZe Clan, were looking for the 2-0, which would have put them at 10-4, which is exactly what the scoreline for North is, and within striking distance of Fnatic as well. So they were looking to compete there, but with that loss, they have the work cut out for them to keep up with those top teams.
Yeah, still going to remain in 4th place. They won't be dropping down, at least for the time being, the next few days. But again, a win for FaZe that should be going for a 2-0 in their favour. They should be able to boost themselves up into 2nd place alongside North. And yeah, unfortunately for them, they miss out on it. But again, map number 2, Cash, always potential for them to take it away. And hopefully they at least have their CT side on lockdown, because obviously that's where we saw them struggle on Inferno. They had a great T side, some nice executes, a couple of silly mistakes here and there. We saw, you know, that one round where they went for the set piece on A and then pre-rotated to B when they knew there was no A. Obviously not new, but they assumed there was no B control when they saw no one on A. So weird round there, but regardless, moving into this map, their CT size needs to be pristine, because this is where exactly where they struggled on the first map, and they only picked up 2 eco rounds on CT, and then that was it. So as long as they can, you know, keep performing on these pistol rounds, that'd be lovely. But HellRaisers picked up both pistols in the first map, so again, you know, everything's leaning the way of HellRaisers other than the map pick coming into this game. Maybe they can take it away, maybe they can 2-0, but let's find out. Map number 2, DE Cash.
Cleanliness next to godliness. FaZe looking to remain squeaky clean, and that's exactly what Rain's going to do straight away, getting the frag over onto 0. Issa pushing along towards Squeaky, the rest of the aggression following in towards A site, and it looks like they're just going to go for a relatively quick take here. Kerrigan holding on the back of site will spot out the players as they start to push through A main. Holding FaZe clan actually backing off. Their line is retreating, but Nico's going to make it work for them. Angel does fall. Olaf Meister gets traded back out, and now they're looking to take the bomb on towards the site, but Nico's going to make sure it doesn't get planted just yet. Traded back pretty quickly. 3 players left for FaZe. Kerrigan very, very low HP. Issa makes it 2 players, and now the bomb can get planted. Rain does find himself the frag, though, on the flank, and it is a very big threat, and so Issa is forced to rethink his plant position, able to pick up a USP, so has the range now as well. Backing himself towards the player, towards Truck. Going to be able to just try and fade away on that one, but Rain is going to open up, and there's FaZe Clan putting the pistol round on the board. They are not demoralized, certainly, after the last map.
So after 2 pistol rounds in a row, sorry, for HellRaisers in the first map, they fall onto Cash, and again, what you would expect, but a short pause coming out. I can imagine just a tactical, maybe, work out what they want to do. No one's bought up from HellRaisers, so deciding, do they want to just go for the single deagles? Do they want to buy up? But we've had a player drop, so we're going to be waiting for Woxic to rejoin, and then we'll be going back in. So very LDLC-esque, I guess you could say.
Well, it's a technical pause, so it's not a tactical pause.
I mean, we had
which is the only thing
drop, like.
Yeah, but that, I mean, that could be a technical tactical pause. I mean, obviously, these players are going to be discussing strategy no matter what's happening. So even on a tactical pause, you can take that time, and they will be able to talk to each other. Obviously, an online tournament, so they can't really stop you. They're going to be talking strats anyway. FaZe Clan, they know what they're going to be doing. They're going to be buying up those UMPs, potentially a FAMAS. Sorry, not a FAMAS. Yes, no, FAMASs, because they are on the CT side. I forgot about that one. I remembered eventually. That's all that matters. Yeah, so they might be looking at a FAMAS, maybe 2, trying to push into that mid, but I'm imagining we're going to see an MP9 coming out playing over on that B site, or maybe even on the A site. It depends really what they want to go for, but I imagine UMP is going to be the backbone for their buy.
As they always are on the CT side in the current meta right now, but we've seen a bit of a rise. You mentioned the MP9, we've seen a rise in that. We've seen a bit more MP7 action here and there, with the UMP being, not recently, but fairly recently nerfed, so you never know when it comes to FaZe. A lot of individual talent on this roster, and they can probably use any gun to their you know, I don't even know where I was going with that one, but they can probably use every gun, full stop, probably at the end of that sentence.
They're skilled enough, they can do it. They can make it work.
Yeah, waiting for HellRaisers to pick up their last player back into the server, and then we'll be jumping back in. So this should just be a typical force buy. We saw no bomb plant from Issa in that round. Obviously, he was hunting in that 1v2, trying to find another pick to pull things back in his favor, but unable to do so. So force buy we would expect here from this T side.
Yeah.
And everyone's back in the server, so I'm not too sure what the weight is on now. Just wait for these players to ready up, and then we'll be back on it.
Yeah, that's a deagle being brought up by one of the Ts at least. Maybe a couple of other ones. CZ, you'd imagine, going to be quite strong, but it all depends on where they're going to put their aggression. Do they have any smokes on board? Do they have any utility? Yeah, you can see 3 deagles being brought up and a CZ And as you rightly point out, no armor. Oh, no. As we say that, Issa does pick up the helmet.
So the no armor buys are more and more common recently because this allows you one of two things. Either to buy up Deagles twice in a row with no armor, or to go for more utility into your first buy round and just full eco the next one. So, either or. Cash is a map where you pick up usually a lot of Deagles, and we saw Alternate Attacks kind of coin this last year when they just started doing second round Deagle no armor, and then third round Deagle no armor. And they can still have enough for the full buy because they weren't putting all their money into these force buy rounds. So yeah, it allows you a lot more options for pistols, but obviously lack of armor means it's sometimes difficult to close out rounds when you get rifles in your hands, because Deagles are great at one-shotting, but as soon as you get an M4, that's when you have to spray, and if you get tagged once, it ruins you. But obviously new aim punch buff or nerf, whatever you want to call it, means that now pistols are a little more lethal. But Olofmeister not having an issue, shuts down the one-armored player in middle. Issa going down. FaZe Clan off to a good start.
Showing the boost early for FaZe Clan, Nico sat up there on the A bomb site, so they could have saved that for a later round, but HellRaisers maybe not going to be checking it this early. Looking for some pushes going through, and Nico's just going to be able to find the kill. Turns it on for a second, and he is just going to stop that dead in its tracks. There is a player, Squeaky, he gets opened up on, and just on the reload, Zero is going to find it. Picks up the FAMAS and pulls it back. Opens the door outwards. Still only 2 players left on HellRaisers. They have got their work cut out for them. Trying to get the shots through with a nade on Guardian. Just going to blast him straight back. One for Dead Fox, but that's going to be FaZe Clan yet again closing out the round. 3 players saved, 2 FAMASes, 1 M4. It's probably the best save on 3 players that they could have got. I think they only had 1 M4.
Correct, and let's see if HellRaisers put a bit of money back into this round as well, or if they just go for the full eco and try and get those rifles in with a good bit of utility as well. This kind of buy allows for the AWP and Woxic into the next round, so yeah, a little bit of an investment. They get a Deagle P250 and CZ75, but other than that, it's mainly just eco. So they are just playing off the back of wanting more utility, wanting those Molotovs again. Catch, it's so useful to have Molotovs, especially on middle, for example, burst to play out of vents, etc., etc. So FaZe Clan already going to be off to a good start. Lost 1 player in the process, but this should just be a clean round for them. With HellRaisers with no armor and barely any investment, I'm expecting a 3-0 before we see that buy from HellRaisers. So it's nice to see FaZe Clan off to a good start, especially considering, HellRaisers in the previous map, they were off to a very good start on their CT side.
Now, the nades that they throw to main had 2 functions. 1, stunt any more aggression coming through from HellRaisers. 2, knock that rifle away from the aggressing Ts. So they don't have the ability to pick up that M4, but there was too little too late. Woxic has managed to secure that one. Nico dropping that over to his enemies. Guardian trying to go for the long-range duel, but that M4 is going to be strong. I'm not too sure why he was using the pistol there.
He only had a USP. He's obviously ecoing for the AWP, and because this is full anti-eco, it's fairly common to see some teams just not buy full guns because they know they're going to lose players eventually, so just play safe. And they should win the round even with 4 rifles and then just throw over a rifle to another player when someone else dies. That's the general idea behind the buy from FaZe Clan, and Guardian being on the AWP doesn't want to spend all his money because then he won't have enough for the AWP next round, so he just ecos this one. And FaZe Clan, well, it's usually a good idea. This time it's getting a bit close for comfort. The M4 is still in the hands of Zero, and he's still chipping away at these guys, doing more and more damage. Olofmeister finishes him off. But again, these guys are tagged up. Luckily, Woxic's low, and no time left on the clock either. He's going to have to give up this one, hold on to the gun, but maybe he wants to reconsider. Maybe he wants to die. He needs that lost bonus. Running out. Do they kill him in time? Yes, they do. I feel like FaZe could have left him there, but it doesn't matter. They keep 3 alive, and Guardian will be able to go for that ult.
Would have been smart to actually wait and just not go for the frag. Even if they lost a player, that's going to hit HellRaisers a hell of a lot harder than it would do FaZe Clan. Obviously, you're just looking to save all those 3 rifles, and you want to pick up those kills and those sort of stacks of cash that come with it. But HellRaisers now able to full buy into this round, however. They don't have all the utility in the world. Only 3 smokes, sorry, being picked up, and a little bit of a boost going on towards the mid. Woxic not quite able to find out the headshot, but nonetheless, they do get the information on the players in mid.
Yeah, as well as that damage onto Olofmeister, he gets put down to 60 with the wallbang, so a good start, but maybe a better one for Zero. Pushing up on B is Rain, and he goes down, gets caught out. Not expecting the player at the edge of the smoke there. And HellRaisers kicking things off with a 5v4. Combined with the damage done to Olaf in middle, things are starting to look up for this T side. They're going to bring the bomb down towards B, but still with Issa creating a distraction on the A site. With that pick, they may start to reconsider, or they could just hope that FaZe pre-rotate players towards A, and so they have a bit of a lapse B control, which allows HellRaisers to split onto that site, and that seems to be what they're doing, bringing the bomb up and leaving these two players to distract over on A.
This seems to just keep happening. They open onto a bomb site, they get a pick, maybe even two, and then they just rotate to the other one. They're trying to second-guess themselves, and they're trying to second-guess the rotates. It seems to be paying off, though. They do manage to burst onto the B bomb site with very little damage to show for it. Two players left looking potentially for a retake here for FaZe, but they just get shut out pretty quickly. HellRaisers put their round on the board.
And despite HellRaisers getting that round flawlessly, I like it from FaZe, because obviously after we see those picks go through, FaZe Clan pre-rotate, so they have two players in A and one on B. And because HellRaisers don't burst that A site straight after the pick from Issa, FaZe Clan are aware that HellRaisers are likely just waiting for them to settle back into that two-man A stack, so actually pre-rotate a player through CT spawn to B. So they have the two-man B defense just because HellRaisers took so long to burst. You know, FaZe Clan were basically reading into what HellRaisers was doing. So nice there, but unfortunately not able to get any kills. And as a result, HellRaisers not only take a flawless round, but force FaZe Clan into eco. So 3 P250s, 2 USPs, and HellRaisers looking to try and round them out a second one. This should be clean for them. Don't want to lose too many players and just playing things slow.
Only the Pistols holding on that A bomb site. 3 players there, so they could meet a little bit of resistance, maybe go for a kill. There we go. They do actually manage to get the trade on the hold, so olofmeister is the now proud owner of one AK-47, fresh off the hands of a HellRaisers T. Continuing to try and push on. Angel has now got complete wrap control, but he's taken down very, very low, 9 HP, and it's going to be Guardian just finishing that one off. The bomb rotated away, FaZe Clan left alone on the A site, the bomb moves to B.
Yeah, now with 2 rifles, FaZe Clan could contest with this one. They're going to have a buy next round, but if Rain can do even more damage and maybe get himself a rifle, FaZe will definitely go for this. They start to move in with the AKs anyway, knowing they have the option, but it all depends on whether they get a pick or lose a man first, because as soon as they lose a man, it's probably just going to be the save for these rifles. Rain pushing in through the smoke, trying to do damage, trying to chip away, but he's going to be unable to. FaZe Clan not given an opportunity here, not allowed to get a pick. Woxic drops Guardian, and now olofmeister probably considering the save as well. Just trying to do damage, but no one's exposing themselves for HellRaisers, rightly so. And olofmeister not even going to get to save. Zero shuts him down in CT spawn. And HellRaisers, they find 2 rounds as well. Only 2 kills coming out from FaZe Clan. But still the buy comes in, and the double AWP as well.
We saw that strength from FaZe Clan on those pistol rounds before. They were winning on that A site. I'm pretty sure if HellRaisers continue to put pressure there, they might have lost the round. But they were smart. They knew exactly what was up. They just said, you know what? You can have the A site. We're going to go over to B. We're going to go and plant the bomb. We're going to go for the hold and just play passive on the angles. Wait for you to come to us. Make sure that you are on the back foot, and they capitalize beautifully. Karrigan will not be able to spot out the players, but olofmeister certainly will, as they continue to push straight through. Olaf with 2 kills now. 3 players left alive for HellRaisers, as he is just going to have to back off through towards mid. Nico watching, waiting, trying to go for the shots, but Woxic turns the corner after the shot and peeks beautifully, able to get the kill. 8 HP. Ooh. Is the fire going to spread? He's ready to drop it. It does spread. It's such a Zero risk. Gets the kill.
It's such a risk to hold the smoke and not commit for it, because you know as soon as that hits him, he's dead. He only has 8 HP. That Molotov in 1 tick will do enough damage, so there's no way you can react in time. He was just hoping it didn't spread to his position. Either way, that's going to make this retake almost impossible, and that damage as well from Zero, but he goes down. Karrigan gets the headshot moving back on in, and with Woxic flashed, they can try and isolate Issa here towards the back of the site. They spot Woxic. He misses his shot as Karrigan, another crucial headshot, lands it onto Woxic and leaves Issa alone. Both kills, however, and HellRaisers pick it up. Good round from Issa, and good round for HellRaisers. They find 3 on the board, equalizing things up, and again, forcing FaZe Clan down to this eco.
They have so much money now, HellRaisers. They have got the bank to spend, even having to full buy almost everyone yet again. They have got a significant stock back there, but FaZe Clan, economy shattered. 1 Deagle, 2 Deagles, Karrigan and Rain, olofmeister and Nico on the P250s, but once again, no armor. Not really too much hopes here. 3 players on the A site, 2 on the B, so they haven't gone for the full stack Instead, what they have gone for is the double-A main aggression. Mid control being given over completely to HellRaisers, and Angel is going to find the first frag on towards A.
And with that, they might try and split onto the A bomb site, but with this A main aggression from FaZe, it could catch out these guys. Woxic going to fall off, but he gets spotted, and the bomb and the AWP dropped here from Karrigan, who begins to push up on the flank. Now HellRaisers look to walk into B. With the bomb drop, Karrigan's still doing work. A second kill comes out with the Deagle. Nico begins to fall back, knowing the P250 is not good at range, and tries to fall into the B site, and Rain from the back as well hits a headshot. HellRaisers are trading these kills, but there's still a man down, so FaZe Clan are doing really effective damage given their limited weaponry. The Guardian as well in B, Zero about to walk into it. Very dangerous position to be in. He's making a lot of noise. Guardian knows it, and he knows he's got a nade out. Takes the frag. FaZe Clan, they might be picking up an eco once again.
Angel now last man standing, able to get the spray down onto Guardian, pushes, drops down through vents, moves towards the bomb. Only 37 seconds left on the clock. Rain in hot pursuit. Shots from the Deagle, not quite landing and just about managing to find the kill. The AK does get picked up. Nico going to be looking for one of his own, but doesn't manage to find the rifle. Nonetheless, they are just going to be able to fall by into this one, and FaZe Clan push themselves into the lead once again. 4-3 now on the boards. HellRaisers will be able to fall by.
Classic FaZe. Pick up the pistol, close out the anti-ecos, get to rifle rounds, don't get anything done, eco, win it. And now we're going to see them back on rifles, and probably unsuccessful as well, as that seems to be how this map and the last map has been going. Hopefully we'll see something come out from these guys. Single AWP this time. Nico not going to be joining Guardian on that one, and fast in towards main from Nico. Looked like he wanted to commit. Just throwing out the nade and falling back to the forklift, but they're going to know he's playing close now, so Angel looking to find that pick as he just sneaks out. FaZe aren't playing aggressively at all, but Nico spots it, and he'll take him down.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what angles he was checking. Nico didn't even have his rifle out and could have gone it for the kill on the first peek, but it wasn't to be so. Nico going to be dissuading any aggression as well from Squeaky with that incendiary grenade. Now, the bomb being rotated back towards Warehouse. Woxic sort of undecided as to where they want to put their pressure, and it seems to be, once again, a move towards that A-bomb site. We could see a little bit of a boost going on here, but no, they are just going to continue towards main. A site, very much the focus right now. 3 players will be on the hold for FaZe Clan. They have got players littered on the site, and 1 player playing on that highway position who's also watching mid. Nico in a very nice position, ready and waiting for any pushes through from main. The smoke will not be able to block him. If they do opt to go for that push, he is going to be the man of the hour here.
Oh, he needs to go big, and he gets nothing. Zero, a quick entry. But HellRaisers are running out of time, and Karrigan could delay them as he pushes out before the flash pops, misses every single bullet, and Woxic and Deadfox just open things up. Dear, oh dear, from Karrigan. Great position, great timing, not great aim. It's HellRaisers to find themselves a 4th, and I'm surprised Guardian's even pushing in here. This is not a retakeable round. Exits, understandably so, but he's pushed up very aggressively, and yeah, he'll fall back. So FaZe Clan holding on to 2 guns here, or at least trying to, and HellRaisers again, straight off the back of an eco win from FaZe Clan, get that reset. The rifles have no effect for FaZe.
That was poor on the hold for FaZe, if we're honest with ourselves. 2 times they should have been able to get at least 2 kills. 2 times they were shut down. And those duels, I mean, you can forgive maybe just getting headshot with the AK over the top. Rain able to get the frags on the back. Finds 2 actually as they continue to push through. No, not going for that aggression. They've lost enough. They're running away with the tail between the legs, going for the late round peak, but it was just in time. Oh dear. But you can forgive losing 1 player, but that push around the side of Red when they were both fully flashed, and he didn't manage to land any of those shots. That's not the sort of thing you expect from a lineup like FaZe, and certainly not from the hold on the A site. It's just you can't do that. You can't do that.
Unfortunate, but hey, they've got a pistol this round. Maybe they'll win it. Karrigan picking that one up. Nico, AWP, the secondary, up towards Squeaky. Potentially going to push, but Issa doesn't bait. He falls back. So no option for a pick here. Karrigan's going to be supporting into main, and that's a good bait and switch setup, because right now Nico's actually holding towards main from Squeaky, so if he sees anyone, he can take the shot, fall back, and Karrigan can push in and kill these T players while they're not expecting it. So here we go. Nico, the timing, just falls back in the nick. Zero, already dead. Now we're going to see HellRaisers just look to combine their forces up towards this A side of the map, beginning to push on through. Issa trying to find a pick, unable. Karrigan just sits close on the forklift ever still. HellRaisers taking their time in this one.
Slow and steady wins the race, and they're taking the moral to heart. They've been reading their fables. They aren't going to give anything away just yet. 47 seconds left. Well, now there's way less, but yeah, around 40 seconds left on the clock, so they do actually have to try and get some presence here. Nico eventually gets that pick that he was waiting for. Across towards the A site, and the full flash is going to mean that Kerrigan can find one as well, and actually picks himself up a rifle.
And the bomb.
And the bomb. Angel tries to get the shot off on the side, but Nico able to fall back beautifully. Disciplined shot there, not going to land. As he is ready and waiting, does spot out the player, gets sprayed from the site, but turns it around. Yet again, it's now Angel left in the 1v4, and Nico is going to stop that from happening. FaZe Clan, 5 now on the board with 4 rifles saved, 2 of them being AWPs, and HellRaisers have a dodgy economy now.
And that kill from Kerrigan was so important as well, because HellRaisers running out of time, trying to split to the A site from both mid, Squeaky, and main. And with the bomb playing solo, main Kerrigan flashes through the smoke, pushes up through Locker, gets the kill, drops the bomb, and from then on the round is lost. There's no way HellRaisers have the time to go pick it up. So that's the danger of sending the bomb in solo. And while they tried to go for that 3-pronged attack, did not work out. So FaZe finally pick up a rifle round against a rifle round. And now HellRaisers, they're going to be down on the pistols themselves. Let's see if they can have the same effect. Already Nico dropping Angel in main, and they're just going to burst out and try and trade him. And Nico, he's not done yet. 2 kills, 3, just whips out the USP and cleans house. Great round from FaZe Clan and great round from Nico as they pick up 6. Now HellRaisers have to throw in the full eco.
Yeah, that's the sort of situation that you're really happy with for Nico. He had two AWP kills right at the start and then cleaned it out with a 3rd with the USP on the end. The rest of his team just rotating in nicely, and now they start to extend their lead on the CT side. Now they're going to be wanting to put those advantages on the board and really bring them home to roost. 6-4, obviously not that much of a devastating scoreline right now, but obviously with HellRaisers being on the eco, they're going to have to save here. Maybe not really going to be able to have too much into the next round, so imagine maybe even having to fall back to a UMP, but we'll have to wait and see for that one. But right now, they are trying to just get a peek on into mid, but it's not going to work well for them. The A site looking to be held strong, and an aggressive push up from Guardian in towards Sunroom means that their options are getting quickly shut down.
Ooh, not a good start. Guardian pushes up on B. He's already dropped 0. 4 Glocks remain. HellRaisers not with a hell of a lot of options here with no utility. This is not the kind of round you'd expect them to hold a default in. We see this very commonly with Glocks, and I kind of don't really understand it. I'd like them just to burst into a site and try and get a bomb plant, because if you hold a default, the whole point is if a CT gets aggressive, you kill him. But if you have a Glock, the chances of you killing and pushing CT is so low. You have to hit 2 or 3 headshots with that Glock to do any damage, really. And they need to play safety in numbers, and that's what they're doing, but they're still getting mowed down. So there's nothing here for HellRaisers. No options. Damage done, but no conversions. And FaZe Clan, 7 rounds on this CT side, looking good. Considering they're pretty lackluster CT side of Inferno, I was slightly worried coming into this map, but playing far better on cash, sorry. As HellRaisers back in for the buy, rifles are inbound. They're trying to get back into this game.
Certainly are. FaZe Clan essentially have enough money to buy for the rest of the half at this point. I mean, even if they were to lose, obviously with the minimum loss bonus coming through, they would have enough to go for that full buy and still have enough for another round. But the shutdown coming through in a main is huge. Raining bullets through, and another one to follow. Issa now left last man standing, and they know exactly where he is. They're just going to be able to rotate around that, and the bomb is down. There's not really much HellRaisers can do here, and they take another loss, and that is devastating. I mean, their economy is just shot right now. They have no money whatsoever. Off the back of that full buy, it's looking like FaZe Clan are going to be able to take a dominating CT half.
And Nico's gone for the self-boost as well. He actually managed to do the running jump in from the middle shutters, so good stuff there. Hard to hit, but it is Nico, a man of many talents. It's not going to walk in towards the A site. He'll come through mid, and still Nico's prepared. And while the AWP not known for its close range ability, it is Nico. Again, spots a shadow. Leg shot, though. That's unfortunate, but he does go down to the deagle, so FaZe Clan take it regardless. 1 death on Kerrigan, saving the double AWP, and as you said, money is still looking phenomenal here for this CT side. No issue to buy up until the end of the map, and HellRaisers, quite the opposite.
Yeah, we're looking at a potential 11-4 here for FaZe Clan. They're certainly going to be able to put 9 on the board, if not more, but HellRaisers need to come up with something special. Armor across 4 of their players, a Deagle 3 CZ, so they're going to be looking to push in close, play fast and a little bit loose, potentially maybe a little bit more focused towards the B side. They haven't really gone for that too much at all. It's really just been playing around this A bomb site, and it started to go badly for them. It started to be the case that they just aren't able to burst through the defenses that FaZe Clan are putting up in their way, and they need to do something a little bit different, and maybe B site is the option, but FaZe Clan aren't going to be stopping there as well. I mean, they're just going to be pushing everywhere, but HellRaisers need to find something if they want to be in with a chance of getting enough rounds on the board to give them a chance in the CT half.
Yeah, because assuming they lose pistol, it's almost game over unless they get some more T-side rounds done. That being said, their pistol rounds have been almost flawless, only losing the T-side on Cash. They won both on Inferno, so very good other than that. Fast into middle here. Olofmeister going to be challenged, backs out of the vents, falls on back, but there's players coming from B main as well. A Molotov is simply put too late from Guardian, as now they start to rush onto the B side, but there's still two defenders, Rain and Guardian, both hit a shot, but the Deagles in response. Good stuff from HellRaisers. Now they've taken the man advantage, doing a phase-to-phase apparently with pistols. Zero are going to try and plant in the Molotov,
Spread.
goes down to 4 HP. It won't spread, but the nade will certainly take him down as you hear it come in from Carrigan. Two players left for the T side to defend this.
They had a brilliant execute onto the speed bomb site. Again, that's what I said. They need to change something up. Maybe B site's on the cards, and that's exactly what they did. And they managed to get all the way through, and now Issa brings them into the chance to take home the victory. Nico has the Deagle, finds one shot, 4 bullets left in the magazine. 3, 2, the AWP comes out, tries to turn the corner. Not much time left on the board, has got the defuse kit, but he isn't able to land the shots. The AWP, final chance, come on, my man. You need to find it, but Issa comes out on top, and HellRaisers against all odds take the eco. FaZe get phased.
Indeed they do. 3K from Issa, great round from him, and HellRaisers, right when you don't expect them to get themselves back on this T side, they do. 5 rounds. I'd say that's good enough as a bare minimum here, but obviously they're going to want more, and knowing they've got to buy up here gives them an option. AWP up on Woxic, still double up strong for FaZe Clan, as we've talked about before. Their money has been phenomenal so far in the second half, so they're not going to be sparing any expense. And a flash into main from Olofmeister, but Woxic holding the angle, blinded, and the double push in, they line up, but Angel only gets one. However, Woxic will be able to pull things back after the trade.
Don't think they're going to want to go for any aggression more into main, as Kerrigan actually tries to find something, but Woxic does get forced back by that smoke. If he'd have stayed there, I think he would have seen him in his crosshairs and actually maybe even gone for that pick, but it's not to be. 8-5 on the scoreline, as we said. FaZe Clan will not have any trouble buying up into the rest of this half, even if they do lose everything on the trot, but that's not going to be what they're looking for. HellRaisers, though, if they lose this round, they're pretty much out of this half for it, because, of course, they will be reset after taking that one win. Very low on their economy, spending all of that money on the rifles. They won't have anything to play with, and FaZe Clan will just be able to take it home. 9-5 on the scoreboard would be not what you want to look at, especially moving into the last round of the half, and FaZe Nico evening the scoreboards on the player count.
Yeah, needs to get a bit more done here, but he can't spot them through the Molotov. The smoke just lining up in front of him, and the flashbangs don't help either. He gets sprayed down through the smoke. Zero, a great kill, and Woxic following up makes this one all on the hands of Nico. Nothing is going to happen, though, as HellRaisers, they pick up a 6th round on the board, keeping 3 alive. Good money for the final round of the half, and FaZe Clan, they can buy up, as we said, but this has started to fall apart. They were in the lead by a good margin, and since HellRaisers have picked up that eco round, things have gone swimmingly for them. So double AWP back in here for FaZe Clan. And HellRaisers, I don't know. I feel like they could take a 7th round here, and if they do, going into that second half, this could be so positive for them. Goodness
Gracious. They have been doing incredibly well. I mean, we didn't predict, I mean, we banged on about it plenty, but they've been outperforming themselves and really outdoing themselves, proving that they're a team that you cannot discount, even at this high level of Counter-Strike. They are very, very much viable. A site yet again being the focus. Something to point out, they did go B again last round, and they did win that yet again, so maybe there's something there, and this A focus might not be working out for them, coming up against a solid defense. And maybe FaZe have a little bit of a niche in their armor on that B side.
Boost up into mid, an area we've not seen too much fighting for HellRaisers. Molly and Vents trying to force out anyone into B is... don't have anyone aggressive up towards B main, so that Molly and Vents kind of only allows for this mid control. It doesn't force anyone back into the claws of anyone outside of B, but they're going to start to push into this side of the map. As you said, an area they've had a lot of success in previously, but mid is not one of them. Nico shuts him down with the AWP, 2 kills, and that will stop the vent split here. HellRaisers now have to send the rest of the players in through B main, but there's again another AWP in sight. Guardian and Rain playing bait close in the corner, going to peek out to finish things off. FaZe Clan, a 9th round on the board, and we're going to be going for a short break to see if they can finish it off in half number 2. Welcome back.
I hope that wasn't live.
Yeah, me too. Half number 2, 9-6 in favor of FaZe Clan. We're going to be jumping straight into the pistol round and deal up on Guardian. What you would usually expect is that deal to be on the hands of Nico, but hell, Guardian's been performing very well, so not going to judge it at all as we set up for a fast mid boost. Everyone's setting up for an A play. Carrigan with the utility as per usual. And FaZe Clan looking to just burst onto the site. This is a nice smoke. I wonder where this lands.
All the way over the top, towards the A site.
Bounces
on the
just
top.
The cross smoke, yeah. It's just smoke towards car. Oh no, highway, sorry. Ah, okay. It cuts off this rotation up highway, but HellRaisers don't have anyone sitting there. They've got all the players in the site, and one coming in from middle, wrapping through the highway now. Issa and Angel, already great shots on the defense, and Guardian picks one up with a deagle. We'll take that too, as he does some work, but Angel drops the bomb, still holding strong on this A bomb site.
Guardian looking for a third, but Angel shuts it out pretty quickly. Rain able to trade him back, but his last man left standing has the bomb, goes for a headshot around the corner. Woxic is on point though, and now HellRaisers take the pistol round against FaZe Clan in the second half, and they are set once more just to keep going here. FaZe Clan do have their work cut out for them. They are really unexpectedly having a tough time here.
Oh, I was about to ask for it actually if we had odds. 1.4 for FaZe, 2.75. So this is the lowest we've now seen for HellRaisers. People having a little more faith in them, and that pistol round is definitely going to help out as well. Now they should, keyword should, not will, be able to close out these Anticos, but we've seen how well FaZe have been doing with the force buy, so they're actually going to put armor into this one, something that they didn't over on Inferno, but already going off to a bad start. Nico caught out from Issa, playing back towards the car, and HellRaisers one by one going to start dispatching of these FaZe Clan players.
And from heaven, Zero is going to find the spray. 3 kills going over, and Angel closes it down. Now HellRaisers bringing themselves essentially even now, as FaZe Clan don't really have any economy. They're just going to have to full save now, which is going to bring the scorelines even. 9-9 is pretty much what we're looking at here before FaZe Clan can realistically get some guns on the board and get some power across the map. Just a matter of how many frags they're going to be able to get against HellRaisers here as to how much strength they're going to be coming up against. Of course, you have got that MP7, you've got the UMP and the UMPs and the FAMAS, so potentially doing enough damage could mean that they are on the bonus.
And this is how you should play these Glock rounds. HellRaisers set up for a default on theirs. I like this. Just burst into B, overwhelm them with your numbers, and if you can get the bomb down, that's perfect. I'm not expecting any kills here, but we'll see. They've already done damage to 0, however. Going to be a wipe down with the MP7. Nice shot from Nico with a Glock as well, and Dead Fox will follow up. Nico somehow kills 2 players with headshots there, but then again, that is Nico. As he does work with the Glock, HellRaisers still will make it out fairly clean. So 9-9, as expected, equaling up in this second half. And again, another pistol round for HellRaisers. They've been looking very good at these. As now we see the buy-up from FaZe Clan. Now we see HellRaisers upgrade that M4 to the SMG to the AWP in the hands of Woxic. But no AWP yet for FaZe Clan.
They did only lose a FAMAS and an MP7 in the previous round on the side of HellRaisers, so they do buy up, and those UMPs still going to be relatively effective. Woxic ready to take the face with this AWP. The Molotov is just going to zone him out. He's going to jump up, lands the shot onto Olafmeister, fades away back onto the site pretty much unscathed, and finds a flick as well on towards Rain. 0 from Vents, pushes through, gets one for himself, and HellRaisers are standing super strong right now on this B bomb site. FaZe Clan do not know what's hit him.
Yeah, and this is a great position from Zero as well, because he's even got support from Dead Fox and Vents. So if he ever is in a a naughty situation and FaZe start bursting in towards the checkers, he's got 2 players holding a crossfire on the bomb. So right now, HellRaisers should not be able to lose this round if they tried, as Karrigan attempts to regain control, but players from both angles is just going to make this round so difficult for FaZe Clan. Guardian already just holding off on these aggressive CT rotations, but they've all come in through fairly passively through the spawn. As Karrigan is what we talked about, the crossfire, Dead Fox for support, but he doesn't even need it. Zero's there. And this leaves Guardian alone, not able to trade that kill from Karrigan. HellRaisers just playing things safe.
Just stalking about the map now. Guardian trying to save the AK. Only 1 flash available, has the full armor. Maybe getting an exit frag. Well, not really an exit frag, but Angel sees to it that nothing happens either way. So the clean team kill for HellRaisers. FaZe Clan, again, not a lot of money. They're going to be looking at getting those pistols on board. The armor as well. They're just going to be sort of almost forcing into this one. No deagles to speak of yet, though, so they aren't going for that long-range presence that they have done before. Nico will be operating with that P250, with the smoke and the Molotov. So potentially a fast A coming out from FaZe Clan as they do move in that direction.
Yeah, and they have the utility for it as well. Can just cut off all of these choke points as they set them up outside of the A bomb site. FaZe Clan looking to take A main and squeaky control quickly. Don't want HellRaisers to get aggressive, because as soon as he smokes Rain through, they just want to burst the site. So they don't want to have to contend for main and then push onto the bomb site as the smokes rain on in. Here's where we see the execute. FaZe bursting out. Already HellRaisers moving back passively, and I like this setup from the CT side. They're just playing for retake. They allow the bomb to go down. They don't play in close in the smoke up against these pistols. And FaZe are wrapping in through the long way. This is dangerous because Angel spots him, and not only does he take Olafmeister, but he also drops Rain to 50 HP. Bomb down, but now HellRaisers have the 5-on-4, and they can come in for the retake against no utility.
Still FaZe Clan. Typical that we see them come in for something fancy on an eco, and the boost up in mid might be just that. Rain will be behind them. They have to be wary. Now the push has started to come through for HellRaisers. The flank could be coming into fruition. Angel starts them out on towards the site, finds a second as well, and now they just keep it going, but Rain gets shut down, so that flank is nowhere to be seen. HellRaisers with the defuse, and another round on the board. 11-9 now. FaZe Clan looking to get some rifles into the next round.
Such a clean retake as well. They only lose Issa in the process. Up against all those pistols close in the site, you would expect FaZe Clan to get a little bit more done. The flank from Rain only catches 1 kill, and then Zero just jumps up above him and drops him. So lovely round for HellRaisers. Good execute from FaZe to guarantee a bomb plant, but without any follow-up and damage, it's not exactly a profitable round for them. They kind of just make back the money that they spent almost. Either way, the buy is through, and we have the AWP for Guardian. As AK's on everyone else, Woxic gets aggressive, and he's been doing well at this so far. Gotta be careful. Boost up for HellRaisers. That's going to be Issa up the top. And Woxic, there we go, down on B, takes down Olafmeister. And with no FaZe Clan players down towards B now, that's a free pick and no trade.
Playing passive, and HellRaisers just making it work for them. Woxic has been, again, stalked on the AWP, and they've just been doing so much work against these FaZe Clan players. They just don't know what's hit them, and they need to be able to come away from this and think, do you know what? We are really letting ourselves slip. We need to think about what's going on. HellRaisers obviously putting in the practice, obviously thought about this matchup a lot, and really, really using that intel that they gathered, using the sense that they've gained. Issa using it just about now, finds one spray, deadfox to back him up, and there we go. Finally, that could have been absolutely devastating for him if he had got spotted out, because he missed a lot of that spray, but finally able to get 3 kills. HellRaisers now 12 rounds on the board versus the 9 for FaZe.
What a recovery from Issa as well. A complete whiff on the start of the spray, but he makes up for it with 3 kills and shuts down that A push. Surprising to see no one from FaZe Clan check that corner as well, especially when we saw it used from them in the first half. As now they go for a tactical pause, I definitely agree with it. HellRaisers leading this one by a good margin, and after shutting down that buy round, FaZe Clan with no bomb plant have to go for the eco or the force. Unlikely to see a full force, maybe pistols and armor and then buy up next round, but yeah, right now HellRaisers are putting up a really great fight. 13 rounds potential on this second half for them, as FaZe don't have the money for the full buy. And yeah, you can see half buy comes in, pistols, armor, bit of utility as well, so they've got a good mix, but HellRaisers are really favoured into this one, and the way that they've been shutting down rifle rounds, I'm not worried just yet for them.
Woxic again going for the aggressive peek towards B aggression. FaZe Clan will be running into the sites if they do opt to go for it. And again, he goes for this close smoke that allows him that little bit of vision around the side. The flash is going to force him back. I imagine he's going to go for the re-peek, but B site is completely open, and they just let them run straight in. Zero and Woxic both playing there. One flick isn't going to be enough. Zero needs to get the spray, and he lands it. 2 kills going over to him. The bomb gets dropped in checkers. The rest of FaZe Clan trying to push in, trying to recover it, but Kerrigan able to shut it down. deadfox ready for the trade, and nearly the second, but Guardian able to shut that one down. AWP in his hands, not going to be enough. Angel puts 13 rounds up on the board for HellRaisers. FaZe Clan starting to flag.
This is where FaZe Clan need to win. If they lose this round, HellRaisers up to 14, and FaZe are in a position where they have to force buy. So at very least, a bomb plant needs to come in here for this T side, because you notice they don't have a lot of money to fall back on. So well, they will be able to buy up next round with rifles. They won't have, you know, a great buy in terms of utility by any means. So this is a minimum of a bomb plant I'd like to see from FaZe Clan, and obviously the round especially important as we get into the latter stage of this game. HellRaisers looking like they want to take map number 2. Guardian pushed up on B looking for that pick, somewhere where you haven't seen with the AWP. We've been seeing Woxic kind of own that territory so far in the second half, so it's an AWP v AWP battle as one is thrown in for either side. FaZe Clan take it slow. They've still got a lot of presence outside of B, but with players pushed up towards A and middle, they're still just probing for information and seeing if HellRaisers want to get aggressive, but these guys are too well trained. They're holding back fairly passive on the CT side. And Woxic again looking for the pick, nothing comes through. FaZe Clan pre-rotating players towards the A side of the map. And with HellRaisers having 3 players here, we've been seeing them do pretty well, because if FaZe Clan go for this execute, HellRaisers can just play for the retake on A. They don't even need to commit to holding down the bomb site.
They have the utility still. They still have, well, not too much. FaZe Clan really have the utility there. 3 smokes still left. They have got that Molotov, which is in the hands of Kerrigan. 2 smokes get thrown over on towards the A site, so they are definitely going to be going for this aggression. They do not have time to go for anything else now. Olafmeister lurking for those rotates, but isn't going to spot anything out. Angel is on the site, though, and he is taking heads right now, taking names, putting them down on his kill list and making sure that they go down. deadfox finds one of his own as FaZe Clan continues to try and push onto the A site. They have now started to just clean it out. It's on the flank, though. Playing slow, playing up, and looking for that aggression. So they are going to be looking to drop back in towards this position A main. Issa jumps up, and now he's going to be leaving Olafmeister alone on the site. 1 player left standing between them and the defuse. The spray comes good along highway. Now it's just 1 standing, and there we go. Issa finally closes it down. 13-9, turning into 14-9, and HellRaisers with a fantastic showing. Very close to going 2-0 against FaZe Clan this evening. Yeah,
ridiculous stuff, but I'm very impressed at their performance. Looking like they may be able to carry on into the rest of this season. FaZe Clan now, last-ditch buy. We mentioned how that bomb plant was pretty much necessary for them to actually have this utility into this round. So they get it, they get these nades, they get the AKs, but no AWP in play. 14-9. HellRaisers on the brink of this 2-0 that you said, and FaZe Clan Boosting up Olaf, he's going to go quickly into middle. Molotov to smoke out into the connector, but it's not good enough because now Angel can still peek in. And look at the way the odds have swayed. Ridiculous. FaZe Clan right now on 5.25 and HellRaisers on 1.12. I don't blame them for doubling back on their original prediction.
And that's actually a higher odd, a longer odd than we saw on HellRaisers. Originally.
4.7.
And it did go up to 5 at one point, but 5.25, as we all know, is a larger number than 5.
Thank you.
That is a true fact. You can take that one to the bank. And if you did bet on HellRaisers, then you certainly will be, because it looks like they're poised to just take this one home, and FaZe Clan just lacking that sort of steam and that sort of power that we've seen from them before, and it's really frustrating, really. I just want to grab them by the scruff of their neck and say, come on, you're better than this, but unfortunately, they haven't shown up just yet. Starting to push in towards this B-bomb site. Zero starts to spray as Dead Fox is on the backup, but the trades go through, but 2 versus 3 is where they find themselves. Rain could find out some good rotation sprays, and that is 2 players go down, and now Angel turns it around in a 1v2, and Nico. FaZe Clan finally finding around 14-10, and, well, they're not done just yet, but HellRaisers still very much commanding here.
Yeah, massive impact from Rain in that round. Really shuts down those rotating players in through A, and yeah, again, a good round for FaZe, but their first T-side on the board, that is ridiculous to see. Nico at the top of the board with 25 kills for the team, but no one else is even close to that. He's almost double his next best teammate. 13 kills, I think it was, on Karrigan. And yeah, FaZe Clan, obviously not having the game of their life, but let's not take it away from HellRaisers. They are looking very, very good into this game. And Issa, oh, the aggression doesn't work out. FaZe find that first pick, and they definitely needed it here with a reset looming. If HellRaisers pick up this round, we'll see this T-side having to force things up for the final one.
Angel has been so strong on this A-bomb site, and he is still stood there, so they do have a lot to contend with still if they do opt to go for this push. Haven't fully committed yet, but they have fully committed all of their utility. If they want to go for something, they're going to need to go for something relatively quickly if they don't want to go for just some sort of weird full rotate, but only flashbangs left on their side, and they've just let all these smokes time out. FaZe Clan have nothing to back them up. It is just a pure case of, we need to shoot them. We need to shoot them now. They have nothing to cover their backs, and HellRaisers have the strength as Angel gets a frag onto Guardian.
And with that as well, it baits the peak from Nico to push out from Squeaky, but Dead Fox is already primed and ready, so he gets a response anyway. Luckily for Rain, he'll pull one back. So now FaZe can start to split up towards this A-bomb site with very little control from the CT side, but Dead Fox, he's still doing work on the site. Somehow he's getting away with this, shuts down that highway split, and leaves 2 caught in main here. HellRaisers having pre-rotated 2 players over will drop Woxic back towards a B site just in case, but with time so low, as soon as they spot 1 player, HellRaisers can bring Woxic back because they know this has to be the A commitment. Dead Fox just holding the middle, Zero playing close on the site, and while this gives control to FaZe Clan, they don't realize there are 2 players towards the back of the site, so this could be dangerous. Karrigan starting to move around. 10 seconds left. Good flashbang, but it doesn't blind Zero, and he gets the kill. Olaf trades, and Zero only has to delay, but he does more than that. He finishes off the job, and HellRaisers find 15 rounds here on the CT side, getting that reset, and look at the money as a result.
They have had such a dominating CT half for HellRaisers. They're just running away with it. FaZe Clan, I don't even know I think they've only had 1 round so far.
I was going to say, that's how crazy it is, right? We look at their CT side on Inferno and we go, this is terrible. They picked up 2 rounds on CT out of the entire CT half, and both of them were eco wins, just kind of lucky with Deagles. And then we move over to this and we go, they need to have a good CT side. They have a great CT side, 8 rounds, and then they get, what, 1? Sorry, they get 9 rounds on CT and they get 1 T-side round so far? What is going on?
Well, they've only had one so far.
Yeah,
let's not discount them just yet.
But this is not the FaZe we know and love.
No, it absolutely isn't. But they have been known to do good things with pistols in this matchup, but Dead Fox makes sure that Olaf Meister has no chance there. Just shuts him down. An early lead into the last, what is potentially the last round for HellRaisers versus FaZe this evening. Trying to push in. The trade comes back, though. The headshot lands onto Issa. Now it's a matter of, are you going to be able to take down Angel in time? And Nico does just that and finds another headshot to boot. Now they have a chance with taking this round. Now they have the plant. 4 players on the bomb site. 2 players on the retake. HellRaisers just going to fall back and save. This is smart. They don't need to go for this aggression. They just want to save that AWP, save that AK. They do have a lot of utility as well. The kits, that's a lot of money that they're going to save. FaZe Clan, though, will still be at an economic sort of downturn. Nico and Rain could eventually go and find some of those rifles that they will have dropped off.
Yeah, funniest part about that is after Nico gets the triple headshot entry, he chucks over the AK to a teammate because he's low, but he doesn't get the Deagle or the CZ back, so he's still on a Glock and armor. If HellRaisers went for that retake and Nico got killed because he only had a Glock, that would have been embarrassing, but it doesn't matter. They win the round, and he'll find an M4 on the exit anyway. So 4 guns saved from FaZe Clan. Luckily they pick it up. We said they were effective with these pistols, and they do pick it up, obviously off the back of an AK with 3 kills, but a low buy round going their way anyway. And yeah, look at this from Nico. That second shot, lovely stuff.
It feels good to see that. It's visceral, sort of just like, oh, what aim, what class from the player. And well, FaZe Clan now 11 rounds on the board. The best they can hope for is to go to overtime here on Cash. HellRaisers, though, do still have that full rifle round, do still have that power, and Zero playing up close for a little bit of a weird play, potentially heard out by Rain as he goes for the spray, but it's not going to do any damage. The M4 trying to get to see anything through the shutters, but it's not going to happen. FaZe Clan once more just spreading out, playing it slow, playing it safe. They don't want to take any picks because remember, they are on last chance saloon here. Any slip up could cause devastation, and HellRaisers to take the 2-0.
It's looking very, very likely. Double set up towards the vent room here. One in vent, one just dropped outside. That's going to be Woxic with the AWP, and we've seen the damage he's done towards B, but it's been a while since FaZe have come back towards this side of the map, and for good reason that is, but that may change. Zero mollied out in vents, smokes himself off, and he goes for the peek. Rain should expect it, seeing that smoke bloom in the vents, but he doesn't. And now with that pick going through in the way of HellRaisers, things start to form their way. Aggression in main as well from Angel as he begins to push up, and with no one holding the outside as Karrigan falls back, there's a really good chance we could see this push turn into a kill. Nico distracted towards middle, and Angel just holding on, but will start to fall back, and this timing, this is going to be scary. He sprays, he prays, but he won't connect the shot. FaZe Clan, 30 seconds left and bursting out onto A.
They have the player going up highway as well, and it's going to take down the defense in the form of Issa. Dead Fox now is going to be last standing on the A site, gets taken down very quickly. The rotate has to come through from Woxic if he wants to be able to clinch this one, but yet again, he's just going to fall back and save. HellRaisers playing it safe once more against 4, perfectly sensible, but FaZe Clan are really clinging on by the skin of their teeth.
The issue is the B rounds that they go for don't have any success. It's only A where they really find these rounds, so if they keep going A, we're likely just going to see HellRaisers start to stack up towards that side of the map, and that could be a little more dangerous. And on the flip side, if FaZe go back into B, we could just see what's been happening this entire half, which has just been shutdowns from HellRaisers. They begin to buy up into this one, but it's not a great buy at all. This does make sense, though. The reason being is they've got loss bonus starting to build up, so if they lose this, they eco 1, and then they can buy up at 14. So, not the worst. They get a couple buys left. Instead of ecoing this and then getting a buy and then getting a force round, this makes far more sense. So, look to close it out here and now, and Woxic already kicking things off on the A-bomb site.
Has a fantastic shot. He's just been on point with his AWP throughout all of these games that we've seen. Massive props to him. Hopefully he's going to be able to continue this performance as they do start to push FaZe back inch by inch. 1 kill already gone over, so the rest of them going to be looking to follow suit. Nothing yet given over to FaZe Clan. A little bit of damage going on to Angel, but they do all have that armor, so facing against those AKs, actually the M4 and Olaf is going to be the sort of the decider there, but it shouldn't be too much of a difficulty. The rest of them will be able to stop the aim punch, will be trying to get up close in personal for Dead Fox and Angel, trying to keep that range with Woxic and Issa as well as Zero on that mid-range defense. So they do have a brilliant setup for this A site, and as you said before, HellRaisers looking to stack this A site because FaZe Clan have been giving it all of their attention, and 47 seconds left on the clock. The bomb's over there as well. Utility being thrown out.
Yeah, 4 players here for HellRaisers with that fast rotation from Angel included. It's Dead Fox to pick up damage, and he takes 1. Assists in the second is 0 with the FAMAS does work, but Dead Fox still picking up more. It's all onto Olaf, and with the CZ raining down death, he won't go down, but it's Dead Fox to finish things off. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 2-0 for HR. They pick up the victory coming into that second map, and what a victory that is. Currently, been 4-13 on this map in recent performance, not putting up numbers on Cash, not the map the HellRaisers have been doing well at, but as soon as it comes down to the important match, a match against FaZe and EPL, they'll take it.
Crazy, crazy, crazy performance from HellRaisers. Completely unexpected, just completely out of the blue, and fantastic shot by them, because I think their coach had tweeted that they had been training out specifically for this matchup, and they've obviously been reading their notes. They've been reading up. They've been practicing for this, and it shows. FaZe Clan fell at the hurdle. HellRaisers providing a formidable opponent here on Cash and Inferno as well before.
Yeah, great rounds from HellRaisers moving on to that CT side. We only saw a couple from FaZe, and the majority were up into the last few rounds as well, when they were kind of fighting tooth and nail to keep themselves in this game and bring them to OT. Just very impressive from HellRaisers. Again, we already talked about him a lot here. The man on your screen, Woxic, great performance of the AWP, especially on that first map, but also having key moments into the second. Great example right there. And it's obviously the player who I don't think is even officially signed yet to HellRaisers. He's still kind of on trial, but I feel like after his recent performance in the last few matches, and especially just HellRaisers, how they've been playing generally, I'm sure he'll be joining Woxic on the team very, very shortly. Yeah, just a great map from HellRaisers. I'm impressed across the board. FaZe Clan not really coming up to my expectations, but again, you know, there's plenty more matches in EPL. There's a few more weeks for them to kind of step back up and return to normal form, and they're still sitting in 4th place after that matchup, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah,
well, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but that casts a little bit of doubt onto whether the strength of that roster is ready to push them into the limelight yet. They haven't quite developed what it seems to be an unbeatable performance. I mean, we've just seen them get 2-0'd.
But again, this is online, so we can't look into it too deep.
That's fair enough.
I do expect to see FaZe at the finals. I do expect to see them in Odense, and if they can perform there, that's where it really matters. But obviously, you know, they need to win these matches online first to get there. Otherwise, we're not going to be seeing them in that top 6. But at least containing their spot for now, so it's not all bad. Either way, that is going to be our first match concluded. A surprising but great win from HellRaisers, 2-0 on both Inferno and Cash. And I heard you like Inferno and Cash, so we have more of both of those maps coming up. Next series is going to be G2 versus LDLC, the French-ish derby, and that'll be coming up just after the break, kicking it off again on Inferno.